Today, Speed Week's action revs up with the NASCAR Xfinity Series, fighting to capture the checkered flag in their first race of the year here at Daytona. Kevin Harvick in the booth. Coverage begins today, 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1. Brandon Jones won the pole in a Chevrolet at 184.5. Ryan Reed in a Ford will share the front row.
I like having those guys up here. It's like having Dale Jr. up here last week with us, having Harvick up here. They add so much because they know so much.
All right, let's learn some more from Vince Welch.
Yeah, we talked about that Stewart-Haas group and the bounce in their step here in the garage. Clint Boyer done for the day after 10 laps. What did you want to get accomplished today, and address how those 10 laps went?
Well, more than anything, after everything is switched over, the engines, everything, gear, from the duels to the 500, you just want to make sure nothing's loose, nothing leaks, nothing like that. This is our last chance to go out there and just make double sure everything's ready and set for the big dance tomorrow. Car's ready, man. This team is ready. They were ready, when they walked out the door, and they've proven that every time we're on the racetrack. This thing, it's been a lot of fun already. Holy cow! I hope the season is like this, because it is a ton of fun down here so far.
Good to see you smiling again. Clint Boyer finished second in the duel. Let's go to Matt.
His teammate Kevin Harvick, he knows all about what it means to win and score that Harley J. Earl Trophy. You'd love to win another Daytona 500. So much work has gone in the switch from Chevrolet to Ford. Where do you feel like this group stands now as you get ready for the Great American Race?
Yeah, I think our Jimmy John's Ford is living up to the logo on the back. It's been freaky fast. We've had a chance to be in contention to contend to win both races that we've run so far. They put all of our 500 engine, transmission, driveline gear, everything in this week. Had to do some crash repair from yesterday, or from the qualifying races to the left side and the rear bumper. But everything feels good. We got in our group there. The speed seemed pretty good as far as our single car line and where we were. So it's been very, very fun to watch the progression of everyone at Stewart-Haas Racing and to see all the involvement of everybody from Ford and Roush Yates Engine Shop and everybody in our shop to build and get to the racetrack this week. And I'm finally glad that we're going to get to something official as far as racing goes and get the season started to see where we have to work and what we have to do differently. But so far this week, they've done a great job. Our cars are fast, and hopefully we can win a Daytona 500.
And you're going to make a freaky fast uniform change, putting on the blazer, heading up to do the Xfinity race. What do you enjoy most about doing the broadcast?
Well, obviously that's something I want to do when I decide to quit driving. I think it's important to learn about the young drivers, because there's such a youth movement, because there are going to be a lot of seats available 7-8 years down the road in this garage. So you have the truck garage and the Xfinity garage, and if that's something that I want to do, I need to know about those guys before they get to Cup and how they got there, and at least know what their names are. And it's fun. I enjoy being up there with Adam and Michael and just taking it all in from a different perspective.
We're glad you're on the team.
Glad to be here.
We'll see Kevin Harvick later this afternoon. Now, if you put your car away when it was sprinkling and overcast and cloudy, now the track's in full sun. It's right about 70 degrees. This is just the condition we expect tomorrow. Would you say, hey, wait a minute, driver? We're going to go back out and run a little bit.
That's the last thing I wanted. I got my street clothes on. I'm going to the coach. Y'all get the wax out. Wax on, wax off.
The crew chiefs, I think they have a pretty good plan before they ever even get to Daytona. So I think that they had a plan for this practice, even though the sun's coming out, conditions are getting more like they're going to be the Daytona 500. But let's not forget, yesterday in practice, they had a nice warm track, and a lot of these teams did drafting and did a lot of different changes to their cars and things. So I think they're fine-tuned. They're ready to go. They really don't need to get back out in these conditions again.
Like I said earlier, 10 was the magic number in my mind. And I think if you look down that rundown there, you'll see most guys ran 10 laps. That gets the fluids hot. If you're going to have a leak, you're going to have a problem, you're going to see it in those 10 laps. And then if the car's good at that point, cover it up.
I think one of the things I would like to see, and I think we're going to pull this up, is the difference of when the cloud cover is here at the track versus when the sun comes out. Look at this. The sun's not been out that long, and look how the air temp and the track temp have picked up. 70 degrees is what it started at, 90 degrees. We saw yesterday's up to 108-degree track temp, and here's tomorrow's forecast.
I think yesterday I learned all I need to know about the track being hot. 108 degrees is pretty hot. And today, I mean, you know, it's bearable.
Yeah, yesterday it was well over 100 degrees, and I anticipate that'll be the case tomorrow.
49 minutes to go in final practice for the 500.